If I had to start UGC from zero in 2026, here's exactly what I do. This is the blueprint I'd follow step by step to show me what type of gear I need, what apps to download, how to negotiate, when to send emails, if I should post on my own socials. All of this is going to be broken down in this video. Grab a notebook, grab a pen, get ready. Your girl is going to break it all down. My name is Malika and I'm a full-time UGC creator. I have created over 350 different concepts. I'm continuously learning, improving my skills, and getting better so that I can provide value for my clients and then also for you or anybody else who's watching. This is advice going into 2026, so this is not outdated. You are really at the peak time to start UGC because all this advice is now coming out. We have all this data. If you have been pushing off when you're going to start UGC, make 2026 the year. New Year's resolution to do this. Start today. Where I started, it was not where I am today, and that is the first thing that I want to tell you is that you have to be okay being awkward and not knowing and looking cringy, because if you look at my first UGC video, okay, I am embarrassed to look at it myself. I think I have looked at it maybe like twice, and this one I ran as an ad personally for myself. Horrible, literally just horrible. I have a trauma with the product that I created an ad for. It's the gua sha tool, and like it's a running joke like, oh yeah, back in the gua sha days, because I thought this video was amazing. It looks like absolute butt, okay? So you have to be ready to look like absolute garbage, look cringy, have people be like, what are you doing, to be able to really make it in UGC. Nobody starts making those crispy videos that perform well and everything works perfectly. No, how do they get there? Because they made 100 videos that kind of sucked to get to that 100th and 10th video that actually performed and actually did amazing. The first thing that I was going to do is start with platforms. You're going to hear a lot of advice from the coaches or gurus or other people saying, find things around your home, create a video about them, make a portfolio, okay? The thing is, if I were to grab a random thing, let's just say my phone right here, and create a video, oh my goodness, I love this iPhone, blah, 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 blah. Nobody actually is going to watch that video because you have no skills, okay? So you need to start on platforms that are going to have you create those skills. Ones that I recommend to start is going to be Join Brands, Billow, and Fiverr a little bit. I kind of beef with Fiverr, but Fiverr, Upwork, okay? This is where I landed my first deals. And when you get these products, they're a lot of times not going to pay you much. I was creating a video or taking a photo for like $4, $3. Was it worth the money? No. But was it worth the experience? Yes. Would I tell other people to do the exact same thing? Yes. Because the way I was able to build up how many videos I made, how many brands I've worked with, pitch bigger packages, all those things was because I started on Join Brands and Billow and had a strong portfolio. Well, at the time was strong for me as a beginner because I was literally taking on every single deal that I could to just gain experience. My first retainer package was literally $50 a week. Okay, I don't even make a video for $50 anymore. But at the time I was like, yes, absolutely. This shows me constant work. I'll have to provide them value and create videos for them on a regular basis. It taught me how the UGC game is played. The thing that's bad about creating video examples from products around your house is, one, you're not getting paid to do it, so you don't really have as much oomph or like as much energy that you're putting into the videos a lot of the times. And number two is there's no deadline. Like for me personally, if somebody says, yeah, can you send me a brief? I'm like, yeah, for sure. It might be like a few days before I send them that brief, okay? Do you know why? Because they didn't say, can you send me the brief by Friday? Or can you send me the brief by Thursday? Obviously, I'm going to show up and provide for my clients, but when the client comes to me, client A says, hey, I need this video and I would like it done in 5 days, that client's video is going to be done in less than 5 days. Client B over here says, hey, can you make a video for me this month? This client's video is going to be done before the end of the month. Do you see how much time it is? So when you accept a collab on one of these apps, they say it has to be due in 5 days, it's due in 3 days, it's due in 4 days. You have to get it done in that much time. However, if you just take a random product from around your house and you say, I'm gonna make a video about this, week 1 can go by, week 2 can go by, week 3 can go by. Nobody's on your case and nobody's holding you accountable. So have the apps and have the brands you're working with hold you accountable to become that better creator. So that is why number 1 is to start on the apps. Number 2, which I kind of mentioned before about why it's so important to start on the apps, is to start building your portfolio and building those video examples. I would start by watching a few YouTube videos, watching some TikToks, going through your TikTok and seeing, oh, this is a sponsored post. That's a UGC video most likely. This is a sponsored post. That's also a UGC video. Keep on scrolling, watch them. How are they talking to the camera? What does their B-roll look like? If you don't know what B-roll is, it's basically that aesthetic video, anything that they're not talking directly to the camera. And then A-roll is when they're talking directly to the camera. So look at how they're combining those in the video. Look at how long the videos is. Talk to ChatGPT. Start training your ChatGPT to think like a marketing expert, okay? And there's prompts. I can do another video about prompts later if you want me to talk more about ChatGPT and AI in this business. But the best thing for you to do right now is to start practicing. So make a video. Take your phone out. We'll get into gear later. All you need is your phone right now. Make a video, make yourself talking to camera, make B-roll, put it together in an app. You can use CapCut. I'll talk about editing softwares later. And then make that, show it to a few friends and say, friends or families, or post it on Reddit and say, hey, critique me. Because the number one thing that's going to make you grow in this business is feedback, okay? Whether that's good feedback or negative feedback, there's really not such a thing as bad feedback, because all feedback is going to help you grow and become that creator that you're actually really looking to become. So take a few videos from the products that you're going to get from those apps, whether it's Billo or Join Brands, Backstage, any of them, and you are going to make that video and then put it onto your portfolio. Billo does have some rules about you're not supposed to like market your own videos, so you can just like change it up a little bit, and then that's what I do before I post it out to the public. So in summary, number 2 is making your UGC video examples from the products that you got from the app in step 1. Number 3 is what type of gear you're going to need to make these videos. Okay, people are going to get overcomplicated. They're going to say, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this. To break it all down for you, all you need is a phone, okay? I have the 16 Pro, so it's like a year old right now. You don't even need the newest phone. I know people that are filming on like a 12 or a 13 or 14, okay? You do not need the newest phone. Take whatever phone you have, make sure that it has storage space. We all have that problem. Wipe off the camera a little bit and then start filming. You can film with your front camera or your back camera. Obviously, the back camera is going to give you a bit of higher quality, but if you need to see what you're doing, you can also film with your front camera or if you're using a teleprompter on your phone. If you want to go a little bit more high quality, which I don't think we're seeing as much in 2026, you can also buy a camera. Right now I have the Sony a6700. I absolutely love it. I film some videos on it when I'm feeling like it or when it would make sense to do A-roll or B-roll with it. Otherwise, I'm also just using my phone. The next thing you're going to buy is a tripod. This is mine. I absolutely love it. I'll link all this stuff below. I will get like a little bit of a commission if I put my Amazon link in. It opens up so you can put your phone in it like this, or what feature I always use, I think that's the first time I ever put my phone in it, is a MagSafe. So it literally just sticks to your phone and then you can start recording front way or back way. It also does horizontal. Absolutely love this tripod. It has a remote. I don't use it that much, but if you want to use it that much, extends and then gets super tall. It also has a super cool hook feature. Hook it from a door or a window or your car or anywhere, and then the phone is now at a horizontal angle. I personally have not used this very much, but the possibility is there if I ever do want to use it. I have tried other ones. They've been okay. I just think for the bang for your buck, this one is the best. I think it's like 20 bucks. Another purchase I recommend making, not at first, but when you have made maybe a few $100s, is reinvesting into the DJI mic minis. People also like the Hollyland mics, basically any high quality mini microphone. You can buy the ones for $20 on Amazon, okay? I'm not stopping you, but the thing is you're going to have to upgrade them because their sound quality actually is not the best once you get to like a more high quality version. So just start off the bat. These ones were like $70 for Black Friday the other week. Otherwise, keep an eye out for them. You can buy them used. These are DJI mic minis. Really, really love them. Another thing I used a lot when I was first starting is this Octo Buddy dupe. So these are just a suction cup. You basically put it on the back of your phone and then it can suction to the mirror, it can suction to the window, it can suction to a whiteboard, refrigerator, anywhere that you can suction to it. This one was about $5. If you want the Octo Buddy, like the name brand one, it's going to be a little bit more expensive, but these ones you can also find on Amazon. And then last but not least, one of the big things I'm going to suggest that you buy at the beginning, if you do not have it already, is a trusty dusty computer. I have my MacBook Air that I got last year, so I didn't have to buy new when I started UGC, but it is so helpful. You're going to be writing emails, you're going to be writing scripts, you're going to have Google Drive, Google Docs, Dropbox, all these different platforms. Yes, can you do it from your phone? Absolutely. When you start, you can do it from your phone, but when you get money to invest back into your business and definitely buy a computer, this is going to make you so much more productive because just a computer is where it's at. Of course, there's other things that you can buy like you see around me. I have two newer lights that are shining on me. I have a podcast microphone that's coming from here. I also have a light back here. This is a video light that I got for about like $40 on Amazon. This one I really recommend. This is the Zekti brand. It makes my face glow. It also has different settings. that you can play with, and then it can do warm, cold. You can clip it onto your phone when doing those videos. I personally like to more to shoot in the daytime, but if you do need extra light, get a video light, not a photography light, because sometimes photo lights, they will flicker. So make sure that you're getting a video light. I also have the DJI gimbal. I bought it, I've used it like twice. Okay, you don't need all these things. Just go to the basics. Get a phone, get a computer, get a microphone, and get a tripod, and that's all you're gonna need to start making money. Step number 4 is editing tools and other software. So when you get a video, you are most of the time going to have to edit it into an ad. There's different ways you can do this. Obviously, you can just search editing software on the App Store. There's gonna be all of these different apps that you can use. One of the famous, popular ones that a lot of people in the space are using is CapCut, and they do buy CapCut Pro for the teleprompter feature, for the noise reduction. I personally think that it is worth it. I do have CapCut Pro. I just re-downloaded it for the teleprompter feature. The other app that I personally use, which is not a phone app but a computer application, is DaVinci Studio. So DaVinci Studio is about $300, but this is the best part. You pay once and you get it for life. You get all the upgrades. There's no monthly charges. So if you really want to get more into video editing and really up your skills at like a high control level, if you want to be a control freak about your video, get DaVinci Resolve Studio. 100% worth it, in my opinion. And when you're editing your photos, some people are gonna want UGC photos or UGC photography. Not a lot, okay? That's why I did not say to buy any backdrops or any props. Other creators may tell you to do that. But for me, I have been doing this hundreds of times and nobody has ever been like, hey, we need a backdrop of blah, blah, blah. I just find a backdrop around my house, okay? I just put the product where it's normally going to be. It's normally not going to be in front of the backdrop, if that makes sense. What I use to edit my photos is if I'm being a little bit on like the quick side, need to go fast, I'll just edit it right in the Photos app on my iPhone. But if I want some more control, want to remove things from the background, I use Lightroom. Lightroom is about like $12 a month. I love that subscription. I have removed people, I have removed colors and changed colors and all this crazy cool stuff. And Lightroom, I also would recommend that you get. So start with CapCut if you're just a beginner, want to do something for free. You can upgrade to CapCut Pro if you want to spend about $10. And if you really want to stop spending money on a subscription or just go, I think, to the next level would be Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve Studio. And DaVinci Resolve is what I have. You're going to want to start your personal branding. You're going to want to start making videos, talking heads, showing people that you actually know how to create content, not just for products, but also for yourself. So create a new email, create a new socials, or if you really are feeling bold, you can literally just rename your socials and push all of your social media to your new UGC page. So if my name was normally Malika Barlow, I could literally just call myself Malika UGC or Creator Malika or Naturally Malika, something like that, and then just start posting a whole bunch of UGC examples. The only problem you're going to have with that is that if you transition an old Instagram account into this new thing, your followers are going to be like, what is going on? Wasn't she the girl from high school? And then you might not post. So sometimes it's better to literally just start fresh, start brand new, create that new email, create those new socials on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. I would suggest to really just make this business solidified. Step 6 is what actually matters in 2026 versus in 2022, 2023, 2024, okay? We're in a new era, and that means people are used to seeing ads, and nobody likes to be sold to. I don't like to be sold to, you don't like to be sold to. We're here to gain advice, we're here to eat the food, and we're not here to pay for it, okay? So when you're making ads in 2026, they shouldn't be sounding like ads and they shouldn't be looking like ads. Instead, what they need to be is that natural vibe of like, oh, you're scrolling on Instagram, oh, this is a cool video. And then all of a sudden you look down to the lower left and you're, wait a second, that's a sponsored post? That means that's a good ad, okay? If it can also lead you to convert, obviously. But like, we want you to watch the videos, so don't make it, hi guys, this is my favorite Octobuddy on the back of my phone. No, use your normal voice. Talk like you normally would in any of your TikToks when you just talk to the camera naturally, and that is what is going to perform in 2026. Another thing is having those messy ads like I mentioned before. Messy ads is basically me just taking out my phone, turning it around, and literally saying stuff like, remember when we were all kids and we literally could not eat enough candy? Stuff like that, where we're talking to the camera just naturally, not like on a tripod, not everything's polished, not all the lighting, but just like, hey, you're my best friend and I'm FaceTiming you, or I'm wanting to bring you into this experience. What that means is what's going to matter most in 2026 is your tone. I am still personally working on my tone and pacing and cadence, but it's basically not talking to the camera like this and not talking to the camera like this, but just having those influxes in your voice to really bring the audience in. That is going to be the number one thing in 2026 is the tone. Number two is going to be your storytelling, telling stories that the audience actually cares about, actually wants to learn, piquing attention, getting them involved in the story, getting them emotionally drawn in, because emotions is what's going to sell. And the only way you're going to be able to do this is from repetition and repeating the same thing over and over again. Film a video, watch yourself, ask for advice, watch yourself, critique yourself, try again, film it, watch yourself, ask for advice, critique yourself, watch again. Keep on doing that on repeat, and I promise you, you are going to get better. You will be one of the best UGC creators out there if you keep on practicing your craft and trying to grow and knowing that there's always more to learn, okay? Because that consistency that you put into your business is going to compound, okay? Today you're putting in $1, but that dollar gains interest, and now it's $1.07. But you also put in another dollar the next day, so now it's $2.07. But then the next day you come in and then it's $2.15, okay? Compound interest is the same thing as posting, the same thing as practicing your craft. So if I can tell you anything, practice, practice, practice. So if you're starting UGC in 2026, take these tips, take this advice, please, okay? I'm telling you because I just want to give you as much value as literally, and just trying to help out the younger version of me, the version of me that's, oh man, I want to do UGC, but I don't know where to start. This is where you start. This is how you build a strong UGC business that is going to be able to easily generate 10K plus months if you put in the time, if you put in the effort, and if you stick with it. If you have any questions about anything about UGC, drop them in the comments. If I don't know, I will literally tell you and I will learn so then I can come back with the answer for you. I am here for you. Make sure to follow and subscribe, and I wish you the best with your UGC business in 2026.